Rasheeda had finally had enough. After years of going through the same mess, lies, broken promises, and constant disappointment, she couldn't take it anymore. She stood in her living room, arms folded tightly across her chest, her heart racing. The tension in the air was heavy, and every second felt like it could explode into something bigger. Kirk stood in front of her, the man she had once trusted with everything. But now, he felt like a complete stranger. "I can't do this anymore." "Kirk!" Rasheeda said firmly, her voice steady but filled with fire. "I'm done with all the lies, the cheating, the games." Her words hit hard. Kirk looked stunned. He shifted uncomfortably, trying to stay calm. "Babe, come on. Let's just talk this through," he said, his voice shaking. He ran his hand through his hair, something he always did when he was nervous. A move that used to make her feel something, but not this time. Rasheeda wasn't falling for it anymore. The pain, the betrayal, the constant trying, it had all caught up to her. "You think you can just walk back in here like nothing happened? After everything you put me through?" she asked, eyes locked on him. Her voice was sharp. Every word carried the weight of everything she had been holding, and Kirk tried to appeal to her heart. "We've built a life together. We have a family. Doesn't that count for something?" But Rasheeda was past that. She wasn't going to be guilted into staying again. A real family doesn't lie. A real partner doesn't keep hurting the person who loves them, she replied, her voice rising. "I've been patient. I've forgiven you over and over again. But all you've done is take that love for granted." Kirk looked lost, desperate now. "Please, I can change, just give me one more chance." But she shook her head. She had heard those words too many times. They didn't mean anything anymore. "You've said that before, and I believed you, but not anymore," she said, her voice firm. "I've finally realized my worth. I'm done living like this." Kirk's face twisted in anger. "You're going to regret this. You're making the biggest mistake of your life." Rasheeda just gave a small, calm smile. "I doubt it. For the first time in a long time, I actually feel free." Rasheeda stood tall, breathing deeply as the weight of years started to fall away. For so long, she'd carried the stress, the sadness, and the constant betrayal. But now, it was like she was finally letting go. She felt lighter, like she was shedding all the pain Kirk had brought into her life. Her heart was racing, but this time it wasn't from heartbreak. It was from strength. She stepped toward the door like a woman on a mission. She wasn't scared anymore. She felt powerful, ready to take control of her life again. "You really want to kick me out?" Kirk snapped, grabbing his stuff. "Fine, you'll regret this. You'll see what you're missing." He moved quickly, throwing clothes into a bag with frustration written all over his face. But the sight of him scrambling only made her feel stronger. She watched him, arms crossed, eyes steady. The man she once saw as her partner now looked like a stranger, someone she no longer knew or even wanted to know. The love they had? It felt like a distant memory now, completely buried under years of lies, sneaky behavior, and disrespect. Rasheeda couldn't ignore it anymore. Too many broken promises, too many chances wasted. "Go ahead and leave," she said, her voice calm but firm. "I deserve peace. I deserve real love. This ain't it." She pointed to the door without hesitation. "I'm taking my life back, oi, and I'm not looking over my shoulder." The door slammed behind him, and for a second the house was silent. But inside, her chest was full of something new. Not fear, but freedom. She felt a rush, like she could finally start over. She took a deep breath and smiled to herself. This was her moment. Outside, Kirk was pacing, angry and confused. But the truth hit him hard. He hadn't just lost a place to stay. He'd lost the woman who stood by him through everything. And this time he knew it wasn't going to be easy to come back. Rasheeda had changed. She was strong now, and she wasn't taking any more of his excuses. The drama between them wasn't some TV storyline anymore. It was real life, and she was done playing the fool. Sis was done. Word on the street is she's filing for child support. After all the betrayal, she's had enough. According to her, Kirk has been unfaithful for years. And not just once, over and over again. She's calling him out for what he is, a master manipulator. She's even said she doesn't want her kids around him anymore. That's how deep the damage runs. And let's not pretend this is new behavior. Remember when Jasmine spilled all the tea to Carly Red about how she had a son with Kirk? Everyone remembers that moment. The whole Kirk who act he pulled, as if he didn't know her, like we didn't see him lying straight to her face. "Kirk, do you have a baby with that girl?" he stammered. "Do I look like I got a baby? I might have seen her in Atlanta. Maybe." Please. He knew exactly who she was. Then he had the nerve to tell Rasheeda it was all a joke. "Oh, I thought it was a prank. A setup." Really, Kirk? And when Jasmine came walking out, the same woman he met at the strip club, the one he had a whole relationship with, the truth couldn't be hidden any longer. Carly had the receipts. Jasmine was pregnant. Kirk had moved her into Rasheeda's old apartment. Fast forward, baby, drama, and more lies. But Rasheeda isn't playing that game anymore. She's done with the tears, done with the fake apologies. She's stepping into a new chapter, and this time she's not bringing Kirk with her, because she finally realized she's enough on her own. And real love? That starts with her. She lived just downstairs from them. She'd met their son Carter, spent time with Kirk's family, and was more involved than Rasheeda had ever imagined. At first, Rasheeda didn't believe a word she said. None of it made sense. She needed proof. Then, the girl pulled out her phone and started showing Rasheeda messages from Kirk. That's when things started to feel real. Rasheeda asked to see the number the messages were coming from, but the girl said, "He has a second phone." A whole other phone? Really, Kirk? The shock didn't end there. The girl played a video for her. It was taken inside her apartment. In the video, Kirk was holding a baby, and she was recording saying, "Say hi to Daddy." Rasheeda's heart sank. And who could forget when Rasheeda sat there reading through those messy, emotional text messages between Kirk and Jasmine. The words were right in front of her, clear as day. And Kirk? He just stood there, denying everything like she didn't. Have the receipts? Rasheeda couldn't believe the lengths he would go to keep lying. After all this, it's no wonder she's had enough. Years of dealing with cheating, lies, and disrespect, Rasheeda finally reached her limit. Kirk has been dodging the truth for too long, and now it's catching up to him. But even now, nothing has been officially signed. No divorce papers yet, not on her end or his. So what's going on? Well, according to Rasheeda, they've had some serious conversations. They're trying to avoid getting lawyers involved if possible, to see if they can agree on things privately. It's not even about saving the marriage anymore. It's about figuring out what makes the most sense, separating on their own terms, or heading for a legal split. Rasheeda is in a strange place emotionally. She has all the facts, all the signs, and every reason to walk away. But a part of her is still processing everything. It's not easy ending a 25-year marriage, even when trust is broken. She's asking herself the hard questions. Is divorce the only way? Or should they pause and sort out financial matters and responsibilities first? Right now, she's not rushing into anything. Her focus is on staying calm, protecting her peace, and preparing for what's ahead, with or without Kirk in the eye picture. The news that Rasheeda might be filing for divorce after 2.5 decades has shocked many fans. But to those who've followed her journey, it's not completely surprising. For years, Kirk's name has been tied to scandal after scandal. One of the biggest bombshells was when he fathered a child with another woman during their marriage. A painful chapter that played out on national television. Despite it all, Rasheeda stayed by his side longer than anyone expected. She tried to hold her family together. But even the strongest hearts have their limits. Now it looks like she may finally be choosing herself and stepping into a future that doesn't involve covering for someone who never protected her heart. After everything she's endured, it seems Rasheeda is ready to put her happiness first, whether that ends in divorce or not. Rumors are swirling that Rasheeda may finally be calling it quits on her long, rocky marriage to Kirk Frost. After years of enduring his cheating, lying, and endless drama, it seems like she's had enough. Their relationship, which has spanned nearly 25 years, has been through countless ups and downs, but this time, things feel different. Throughout their time together, Kirk has often found himself in the middle of controversy. He's made headlines repeatedly for his unfaithful behavior, both on and off camera. One of the most talked about moments came during a trip on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, when Kirk was caught cheating, right on screen. That incident became one of the most unforgettable scenes in the show's history. Another major turning point happened in Season 2, when Rasheeda became pregnant. Instead of being supportive, Kirk questioned whether the baby was even his. His reaction shocked viewers and deeply hurt Rasheeda. The situation only got messier in the next season when he took a DNA test to prove paternity, which left Rasheeda feeling more humiliated and heartbroken than ever. Their marriage wasn't just strained by cheating. Tensions exploded into full-blown drama, including fights with Rasheeda's mom, Shirlene. In one unforgettable moment, Shirlene actually ran over Kirk's motorcycle after a heated argument. These kinds of explosive moments became a regular part of their story, making their relationship feel more like a soap opera than a real marriage. Still, through all the chaos, Rasheeda stayed. She kept trying to make things work, balancing her career, raising their children, and putting up with Kirk's nonsense. But now, if the rumors are true, she's finally ready to put herself first. For longtime fans of the show, this news isn't exactly shocking. Many have watched Rasheeda put up with betrayal after betrayal, wondering how she managed to stay so strong. The idea that she's ready to walk away has sparked a wave of support online, with people cheering her on for choosing peace over pain. What's truly wild is how long this saga has been going on. When Kirk was first introduced on the show, he was Rasheeda's husband and manager, supportive and focused on helping her music career. But as seasons passed, his actions changed everything. From accusing Rasheeda of cheating to pressuring her to get an abortion, Kirk's behavior only grew worse. At one point, he was even caught on camera with multiple women in a hotel room, showing no regard for their marriage. And let's not forget when he hired a waitress from a bar to be their babysitter, a move that raised more than a few eyebrows. In IT sides. Season 4, things got even more complicated when Kirk tried to stir up problems between Rasheeda and one of his artists, Ashley Nicole. The drama just never seemed to stop. But the biggest bombshell came in Season 6 when it was revealed that Kirk had fathered a child with Jasmine, a dancer from a local club. That scandal led to a brief separation in Season 7, but the couple ended up reuniting after Kirk's mother unexpectedly passed away. Even with that emotional moment bringing them back together, the issues in their marriage never truly disappeared. The lies, the cheating, the emotional damage, it all continued to pile up. Rasheeda tried to hold on, but it looks like she's finally ready to let go. As she approaches 24 years of marriage, Rasheeda appears to be rethinking everything. The rumors of divorce aren't confirmed just yet, but all signs point to a major change. After putting up with so much for so long, she might finally be stepping away for good. And if that's true, it would mark the end of one of the most dramatic and emotionally charged relationships in love and hip-hop history. Rasheeda has given everything she had to this marriage. Now it seems like she's finally ready to give something back to herself: freedom, peace, and a fresh start.